All right, this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while. I think it's going to help a lot of people. So I created an acronym. It's called BAR, B-A-R, Balance, Adaptability, and Reliability. So I'm going to go over adaptability and reliability first. Those are, I think, two more important ones. So by adaptability in a traveling bartending world is very important because you could work a festival one weekend, you work a PGA event the next weekend, you work a F1 the next weekend, you work a NASCAR the next weekend. Every bar setup is going to be different. It's going to be extremely different, especially even from bar to bar. If you're working at one bar at a festival and they're like, hey, I need you to go to bar 3 and you're already at bar 7, that setup's going to be completely different than if you're at a different one. So you always want to make sure that you're able to move from place to place. It's not like a local bar where you're... Oh, they just left me. How dare they? So it's not like a local bar where everything is the same every night you go in. You're like, oh, it's the same monotonous thing where you're like, okay, I set up at 9 o'clock. I got to make sure my vodka's over here, my rum's over here, make sure my liquor's like this. Every bar is going to be different, especially when it comes to liquor. One event might have Sky, one might have Tito's, one might have Dobel, one might have Patron. Every event's going to be different. So make sure that you're able to move around, make sure you're able to... It's okay to be a little flustered when it comes to different things because, a lot of people have anxiety. They also, it's new to them. So they're trying to, get their bearings. But the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it, the more you'll just be able to, just pop on the fly, which is really, honestly, my opinion, is probably one of the most fun things going into something the first day, saying, okay, how do I want to set this up? Okay, I want the bar in the middle. I see, the stage right here. So it's really cool. I enjoy the adaptability part. Reliability, I believe, is very important, is very, very, very important, because whenever a staffer calls you, you want to make sure that you're reliable. Don't be that person that puts on their resume, oh, I can work 7 days a week. I can work open to close, no problem. And the next day they call you see, I actually have plans. Don't be that person. The most important thing in this business, or one of the most important things, is reliability. That way you can actually... If that staffer knows that you're reliable, you're going to show up on time, you're going to be prepared, you're going to be the first one that they call. You're going to be the first one that's going to get the best shift, the best bar, because they know for a fact, hey, I know for a fact that so-and-so is going to be here because they've shown up the last 3 events. They've been here on time, they've done their job, and they've been awesome. Reliability is key in this business to get better bar spots and get better jobs and just more jobs, and also make a great name for yourself. That way you can be like 3 months later, oh yeah, definitely hire them. Oh yeah, they're awesome. They're reliable. Their integrity is on point. They're amazing. It's always something good to have in your back pocket. And balance. Balance is very important. I saved this one for last, but balance is very important. A lot of people, they do this full time, to where they work 12 events straight, and sometimes they don't get the good balance when it comes to their personal life and their work life. It's always it's okay to work as many events as you want to, but I do recommend taking at least a couple of days off. Either if you're working an event in a different city, take 2 days to maybe stay an extra 2 days, maybe show up 2 days early. I mean, even if you just want to vegetate in the room, sometimes people just need to be alone, need to mentally compress. I mean, people always forget that they have a family back home, or they have pets back home. It's always good to make sure that you go back home and take care of your kids, take care of your parents, your pets. Just make sure you're just around good people, because this world can get become a lot sometimes. It can become mentally draining going from place to place when it comes to new events, new cities, new workers, new managers, new staffers. And it's always good to make sure you take some time for yourself and you balance that good work life and also balance that good mental health life. That way you can still continue to do this for a long period of time and not have to worry about getting caught up and being upset when you don't want to be working mid-shift and have a mental breakdown. I've seen it happen. I've seen people that work 8 events straight, and they're just burnt out. If you give yourself a good amount of time to relax and work and then also relax, you actually find out that this job is actually addictive. I worked 5 events straight, and I was like, man, I'm ready to go home, relax. I got home 2 days later, I was ready to get back on the road. I'm ready to get to my next event. So definitely make sure that you have all three of those. Make sure you have your balance, your adaptability, and reliability. If you follow those three things, you're going to go extremely far in this business. You're going to last a long time. You're going to get a lot of jobs, and you're definitely going to have a lot more of a positive mindset when it comes to working these events.